Hello guys, I just wanted to give you a quick and short update on what's going on my side regarding board war games besides my digital stuff I do regularly. So I have acquired two new games, or actually three to be honest, secondhand and via the Facebook European Wargamer Marketplace. Um, I think it's always a good idea to look online on BGG or Facebook or wherever for second-hand games, and often they come in a very good condition and uh, at a fair price. So first one here is Against the Odds Annual 2011, and the game inside is Beyond Waterloo. There is a second game in here, a small solitaire game, which is called Terrible Swift Swordfish, which is about the attack of the Allied air forces on the Regia Marina, so the Italian Mediterranean Navy during World War II. I'm looking forward to trying this. And then the main game is Beyond Waterloo. It's a John Prados game. Let's get inside the rule book. This is a little bit on the history of Waterloo in here. Yeah, John Prados, Beyond Waterloo, developed by Lambert Tover. And you can see graphics, Mark Mahaffey, Charles Kipler, and so on and so on. So, more than the half of the Against the Odd magazine is rules, some design notes, historical notes, bibliography, which is always a great thing. And let's get all these aside. Here we have the map, which is actually quite big for a magazine game. Now I have to pull this so you can get an overview here. So that's France, 1815. Napoleon is back from exile, and he will take power again in Paris and then prepare to counterattack the coalition forces, so the Austrians, the Russians, the Prussians, and the British. And will we have another Waterloo here? That's the question. It's a game about what happened, what could have happened after Napoleon returned. So this is on the 100 days, so to say. And yeah, most likely I will not play this game too soon because the map is that big. And I just don't have the table space. To be honest, I have a few games that I really want to play. I'm eager to play them, but I don't have the table space to just let them sit for a few days, do a turn every now and then, learn the routes, do a turn, and so on. So I'm kind of, yeah, I'm having these games. I have them at hand as soon as I have a big table or another apartment, I should say, with enough space to play those games, and then I can pull them off the shelf and play all day long. So that's the one I wanted to have because of this unique setting. I find it's a very interesting one. It's my first area control a game. I'm not too much into this concept, but I have to say I've played the digital games Battle of the Bulge and Drive on Moscow, which are John Butterfield designs, and they are area control and area activation games, and I quite like them, but they are at a smaller scale than this one. So I'm really looking forward to this. Would be my first board game that uses this kind of approach, so I want to try this at some point. And I'm pretty sure I will read the rules and so on, obviously, in the next days. And maybe I'll make another video on what I think about the game. So put that aside. Here are all the counters, nicely bagged from the previous owner, and by the looks of things there are 2 decks, and I really like these. The signature of Napoleon here and of Wellington for the 2 decks. That's neat. And by the looks of things, these are kind of combat cards that can be used, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't read through the rules yet. Just got the package today, and here are the counters for the second game I previously mentioned. Good. The other game is L'Empereur, Napoleonic strategic game. This is designed by A. Walton, and it's quite old, as you can see looking at this kind of rule book. This is an interesting one. It's from 1992. Copyright A. Walton and Tabletop Games. And it comes with around 26 pages. So 23, 4, 5, 26 pages. 27, 28 actually, but well. And it's, as you can see, it's kind of written with the writing machine, and then copied and simply kind of aligned here and put together. Really interesting. I believe that's the oldest war game I have in regard of publishing, but I like it. Problem is, these are the counters, also bagged, and the previous owner did write the each regarding nation they each unit is from a specific nation, and the previous owner just wrote those countries on the back of the cards, the counters, because all those have kind of the historical flag shapes on the front, but it's only a 2-color print, so it's only red and white here. So it's 1-color print, one should say, red on white paper, and might be hard to to keep the overview playing this game, because there's also stacking, as far as I know, in this game. So with these tiny counters, and then they all are reddish, and I believe, and the same comes when it comes to the map. This is the map here. Looks like kind of an A3 format, kinda. And this is Europe. We have here the Iberian Peninsula, France, Prussia, Austria, and Russia, of course, Britain, Sweden on top here. And yeah, it's a simple black on white print, and I like that it's that small, so that makes it playable for me. As I said, I don't have too much table space, so I will try this game out fairly soon, I hope. But before I have an idea, I will kind of make a scan of this and rework the map via Inkscape. So I will make up a new map and make a colorized version of this actually, and print it out. And same with the counters here, so that each counter actually has the colors of the flag. So for example, the green and yellowish one for the Russians, and so on and so on, and blue and red for the British and the French, and blue and yellow for the Swedes, and so on and so on. And then I believe this will be a neat game. So really looking forward to playing this with this old approach to how to fight and resolve a chit and counter, hex and counter, I wanted to say, war game at this scale with stacking. And that could be a mess, I believe. So I'm also thinking about kind of making counters for the various armies. So I have one counter here representing one specific army, and then a second kind of board where I have holding spaces for these various armies, so I don't have the whole map here full of stacked mini counters, because yeah, that's not beautiful on the one hand, and on the second hand, I believe that would be a fiddly mess to play this game. So I plan on doing this in another video, so I want to take you with me on the journey to redesigning this game, graphically at least, and the counters, and that way I can get familiar with a few Inkscape modules I have installed but never really found the time or to work with them properly. So now that would be a good opportunity to train my skills in that regard, and yeah, to let you have part in that, and maybe that will help you in one way or another. So hope to see you next time. As always, keep playing, make love, not war. See you next time.